scoring as we get underway in the fourth with George Sedano and Monica McNutt. I'm Sean Kelly. And Monica pointed out earlier that we had a big-time rainstorm here in Las Vegas.
Beautiful.
Late afternoon, rare, and cooled this place off quite a bit. But you said because we had the rain, that meant we were going to have a great game to watch.
Say that.
Okay, so here we are in the fourth.
You just jinxed it, though, because you said it was broadcast.
I'm saying we've got two guys with 20 points.
Okay.
I thought both teams really cranked it up in the third. And so here in the fourth, either share what you liked or what you need to see still.
All right, well, I will echo what Wigginton said, and I like the defensive intensity from the Mavs. In the first half, from the Bucks. In the first half, the Bucks had those 8 turnovers that led to 11 points for the Mavs. Now the turnovers are even, and so they forced Dallas into 11 turnovers. And Dallas had just 4 at halftime, and they now have 15. So the Bucks' ability to defend and get out and get some easy baskets, most of which was from Wigginton, who's been terrific, and of course finding AJ Green for that storm of threes that we saw. Now, Moses Wright has been terrific for the Mavs, but they've got to find a better way to stay connected defensively. Too many clean looks for the Bucks, and Wigginton is absolutely hunting whoever the weak link is. Bring that person into screen and roll action. I'm going to find my guy. He's been very precise. He's got to be disruptive.
Bucks have used 10 three-pointers and scored 18 points off Dallas turnovers to have what is this double-digit lead. Like a running back down the lane, or a tight end, should I say, with that kind of size. Mamu Kalashvili.
Bucks are far more patient. That's definitely what you're saying. Far more patient in their half-court set so far.
Q and Tucker just may have tweaked the knee. He's trying to walk it off. So it'll be like a 4.5-player possession coming up. Tucker trying to get down the right sideline and find the corner to shake that off. Meanwhile, Beauchamp off the G League Ignite. Should get the assist? Yeah, he will. Count the bucket for Mamu Kalashvili. And the free throw upcoming.
It's just so much movement. And I was actually about to say, Beauchamp missed Hernandez, but he was patient. Mamu Kalashvili becomes available because he cuts toward the basketball and is rewarded.
6'11", 240 pounds. Native of Georgia, played his college ball at Seton Hall. And the rebound offensively for Milwaukee. Beauchamp for the three. No. Wigginton leaves it for Hernandez, sneaking down the lane. Largest lead now for Milwaukee at 79-62. The experience of the two-way guys for Milwaukee, and Beauchamp looks comfortable in a group that kind of knows where they're supposed to be. So this is a good group for Beauchamp to run with. Wigginton, a two-way guy last year for the Bucks. Mamu Kalashvili, obviously with the experience, playing both for the Herd and Milwaukee, the big club. Juan Hernandez, twirling, and collides into the defender for the foul. You can take your pick. Couple guys got him on his way down the lane.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point you make, Sean, about Beauchamp being able to be comfortable with these guys that have two-way experience. A lot of that is the activity is also productive for the Bucks, right? Like, when Beauchamp was stuck in the short corner, Mamu Kalashvili cuts. It's an easy pass. It's a smart basketball play. There's a lot of movement that leads to productivity as opposed to just activity.
All right, partner, you're going to love this news right here. Sunday coming up. Our next WNBA game, Asia Wilson and the Aces in Connecticut to take on Jonquel Jones and the Sun. Las Vegas is at the top in the West. Sun right there in the East. 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific on ABC and the ESPN app.
That should be a terrific contest. Jonquel Jones, Asia Wilson, your last 2 MVPs in the league. But the Aces, I mean, Jackie Young was an all-star this year for them. Kelsey Plum was an all-star and was the all-star MVP in what was a beautiful weekend in Chicago as we had WNBA all-star weekend at the same time that Summer League got underway. Lots of good basketball down the stretch coming for the W.
More bigs, more threes for the Dallas Mavericks. We saw Moses Wright hit one in the third, and now Bingham here in the fourth. Good pass on the bounce to Hernandez. Great finish and a possible three-point play.
Absorbing the contact. I'm not mad at the foul. I'm really not mad at the foul, but you can't give up the foul and the layup. I mean, Bingham Jr., like, if you're going to be there, just keep the ball out the rim.
It's a big dude to try and stop off the rim.
I get it, but the Mavs are doing their best to keep this thing within striking distance. I want to give up free ones.
That was free throw attempt number 30 for Milwaukee.
Wow.
By the way, speaking of Asia Wilson, I got to meet her here at Summer League last year, and
yeah.
I was like a total fan guy.
As you should
trying
be.
not to be, show my nerves in meeting a star like her.
And I will say, this city really loves the Aces. And their games have such a tremendous environment. They get behind their squad for sure.
Ball intended for Green gets tipped, and there is a big stop for the Mavericks. Back it up to Paiola. And they get Mamukelashvili away from him. Feet on the roll. Post up. Out of the double. Back to Paiola. Swing, swing. Great ball movement. Oni out of a double. Another good move. Shot clock at 3. Step back 3 won't fall.
Ooh,
Everything was great except for the end of the shot for Bingham.
That is frustrating. They had looks when the ball off the catch and shoot.
Beauchamp in front of the Dallas bench. I also like that he did not turn around and look at the Dallas bench.
I mean, I wouldn't have been mad at a little bit of swag, a little trash talking.
11-3 for Milwaukee. Lead swollen to 16. They kind of let him go. Lawson glides in for the finish there.
Able to use the glass at a tough angle was A.J. Lawson.
Brooklyn and Minnesota coming up. Turnover of Mamukelashvili.
Great read defensively by Lawson.
Hard foul by Beauchamp. What'd you like about the read the most?
So he's in perfect help position, right? Like the ball's on. Let me get my right and left together. The ball's on the right side of the floor. I believe the person he was guarding was all the way on the left, but your head is on the swivel. You got a foot in the paint in terms of being in help, and is able to break on that pass.
Well, this place just went deathly quiet here. Marcus Bingham gathers himself and will go to the line on the foul by Beauchamp.
I mean, everybody gets to take a deep breath. If you're the Mavs, if you can get these two, you cut it to 12 with 6 minutes to play.
Here on his birthday, turns 22 today. Dallas's free throws obviously not nearly what Milwaukee's have been, but these are attempts 17 and 18 for the Mavericks. And Bingham with 8 points is at the line for the first time. 4 years at Michigan State. And he gets the birthday bounce off the rim.
There you go.
A stop and a score, partner, and we got a good 6 minutes ahead of us.
I'm saying. Harding doing a good job on the ball here. Got to communicate over these screens.
Rolling, Hernandez catches, and the muscle to get it to go, and one. DeJuan Hernandez back to the line here for Milwaukee.
For as good as Moses Wright has been for the Mavs in the paint, DeJuan Hernandez is equally as good. Sets the screen, dives, avoids getting tangled up. Patience, finished, and one. Meet me at the line.